I'll kiss every guy, man and woman, man and woman. Look at that guy, how handsome he is.
All I'm saying is I don't greet my friends like that. I don't greet my friends like that. That's not suspicious to y'all?
Okay, pause. Donald Trump was talking what? Huh? How is this not break? Why is the world carrying on like we just didn't hear that? Why are people going to work? Because I would be standing on the streets like this.
Y'all always said Putin has something on him. You guys always said Putin has something on him, but never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that something would be a picture, a photo of Trump giving a Gawk Gawk 3000 to who? To Bubba. Who is Bubba, you might ask? Y'all said Trump was blowing who? Who? Bro, they're calling this nigga Monica Lewinsky. This is crazy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video we are going to see unforgettable reaction on about how Black America, they are reacting on Trump and Bill Clinton. This is insane. You don't want to miss on that, guys. Let's dive in. The credit belongs to the owner of the videos. I'll be back with my commentary.
This has been pissing me off for days. I wasn't going to talk about it, but it's just boiling inside of me. This is going to be an angry rant. So Donald Trump allegedly gave 500 to Big Ball Sack Heaven Bubba Bill Clinton. Who hasn't? Who hasn't tasted Bill? Remember back in the day where presidents were impeached for cheating on their wives? Remember back in the day where presidents were impeached for having sex with somebody outside of their marriage? People say they're having a hard time believing it. Well, I don't. If you can find an actual child attractive, well, there's not many things you won't try. Plus, Trump got that turkey neck thing going on. He got that coochie neck. That's hard to turn down when you a freak. That's not what pissed me off, though. This got me hot.
Years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years.
This type of rhetoric is what people use to normalize things, right? Well, the kids weren't 8. They were just 15 when they were trafficked to an island by a predator.
We have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14.
Megyn Kelly is no different than Ghislaine. What we don't talk about is the women that are complicit in the abuse against children. It's the women that get kids real comfortable and relaxed right before they're hurt.
I think there is a difference. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Megyn Kelly said she didn't believe that Epstein was a pedophile because nobody came out and said that they were under the age of like 10 or 14. And there's a big difference between like a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old. And she's absolutely right. It's grades in school. They're all in school. They're school age children. There are grown women and men that don't know how to cope with being SA'd. There are grown women and men that wouldn't know what to do or how to escape an island full of powerful people. Yet a 9th grader should know because, you know, they're mature. Get the f out of here. Do you want to know why some adult men and women have a hard time finding relationships, picking the right partner? It's because even as children, they weren't protected. Even as children, they were never shown what healthy looks like, what normal looks like when it comes to intimacy and relationships. Have you ever tried to make a decision in survival mode? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the wrong decision. Megyn Kelly has 3 kids. You have predators and complicit women raising and creating more predators, and it'll never be safe over here. In fact, it's really unsafe over here. We're not going to create a safe community for you to discuss your disgusting desires. It's just not going to happen. And we're never going to stop talking about abuse. So many times when we hear sick ass stories, people say, well, where were the parents? Well, those are the parents. Megyn Kelly is a parent. Those are the parents. Protect and guard children. Megyn Kelly says that 15 is like the barely legal type, but 15 isn't legal at all. And I don't care if you call a 15-year-old boy or girl a young man or young woman. That doesn't negate the fact that they're literal kids. And if you're into the barely legal type, then you need to be barely alive, barely free, and barely breathing. Some parents don't play about our kids, so find something safe for you to do.
So, guys, actually, the truth is, people can't stop laughing about all this. And people are like, what if it was true? This would be so funny. People are laughing. They're like, this is insane. This is crazy, guys. What do you think about all this? Because this one is going viral, in this keep going viral. People keep talking more about it. And it's insane, guys. I would like to hear what you think about all this personally, guys. Let's watch.
Trump was doing what to who? I feel like I've been hit with a flashbang, man. What's happening? What's going on? Yo, Epstein said in the emails, ask if Putin has the videos of Trump blowing Bubba. And they're saying Bubba is Bill Clinton. Yo. First of all, why would Putin have the video? I'm so just like, I don't even know what to say. Oh my god. Bro, if this is true, it is so beyond out of left field. I genuinely have no clue how either political party is going to respond to this. The Republicans genuinely might impeach him over this shit. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what? I'm taking bets. How many hours do y'all think it's going to take before a Democratic politician above the age of 50 makes a low-key homophobic joke over this? We might be barreling towards the Great Depression, climate collapse, and the apocalypse, but at least we live in the timeline where Donald Trump now has to seriously engage with the scandal over him potentially blowing former President Bill Clinton.
Why is the world carrying on like we just didn't hear that? Why are people going to work? Because I would be standing on the streets like this. Like, huh? This is y'all's president. You know, white people, they be the real ghetto people. They are the real ghetto because clearly this is not even breaking news. Disgusting. Disgusting. Mind you, this isn't even the worst of it. The Epstein files have not been released. So they're preparing us because this information that 10 years ago would have stopped the world at its tracks, it's basically not the worst of it. Okay. This world has finished. We don't even care anymore. That's the sad thing. Because how has the world not stopped?
So you're telling me when he passed the big beautiful bill, when he came up with that name, he was just reminiscing? He was reminiscing? He was having flashbacks? You're telling me when he was debating Hillary, he wasn't fighting about politics. They was worried about who's gonna be the side chick. And what's terrible about all this is I think this will be the final straw for the MAGAs. Is that their leader could be popping puss for Bill Clinton, rather than he's a pedophile and a criminal. They more worried about if he's the one getting bent over.
Y'all always said Putin has something on him. You guys always said Putin has something on him, but never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that something would be a picture, a photo of Trump giving a Gawk 3000 to who? To Bubba. Who is Bubba, you might ask? You might ask. Bill Clinton. What? No wonder during that election cycle when he went head up with Hillary, he had that dog in him. He had that blowfish in him. No wonder when he matches up with women in elections, he tap into something different. He tap into something else. Brother is a bottom. But in all seriousness, it makes all the sense in the world now why Putin just be sitting there doing whatever he wants, saying whatever he wants, moving however he moves. No wonder bro's always singing Putin's praises. Everything is starting to add up in ways we never thought it would add up. We are starting to read stuff. We are starting to read sentences that we're the first in our bloodline to read. Folks, it's getting nasty out here.
Yeah, guys, whatever everyone is thinking or saying, I can't blame them because at the end of the day, Trump looked suspicious the way he ran on like releasing Epstein list, and now he said there's no list, and after that he said the list is fake. The way he don't want it to go out, that's what make people keep saying like there's more behind, and the more email people keep seeing, the more we keep seeing his name. So people now they're like maybe there's something worse than we thought, which is one of this one. That's why people are shocked, like because this was email between Epstein and his brother, so that's where they exchanged this conversation. You saw the video, you saw everything, so now people are just connecting don't and bring their own theory, but which is not like truth or confirmed, but people has right to think what they're thinking, because he should come out and say like let's put the everything out. If he don't, like he knows he's innocent, why is that a problem? Who is he trying to protect? That's what people are asking themselves, and I really understand them, because it makes sense. If you have nothing to hide, why are you even like saying like, oh, if you talk about Epstein, you're a weakling, you're stupid. He don't want people talking about it. So that's what's making people, there's more about it. We need to know that. We need to know what you did. We need to know your part. Because each and everyone who insulted these women, they should be paid. That's how it works. So because if they don't, people will keep doing these things thinking like there's a way to get away from that. So that's why people are like, no, we want to see it. So if you have nothing to hide, if you are not in any of this, just let them release everything. But these emails, they're making many people talk. Even those one who've been quiet, who've been like maybe on his part or not any part, now they're like, no, this is too much, guys. That's why personally, guys, let me know what you think in the comment. Let's continue discussion in the comment and share our ideas, say what we think. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you next time as always. Bye.